Hello everyone, this is Al Red Sox fan coming back to you with our second game of this Monday night doubleheader using Action PC Baseball. And it will pit the New York Mets with a record of 8 wins and 11 losses, visiting the Los Angeles Dodgers, who have a record of 14 wins and 8 losses. Mets currently in 5th place, 5 games back in the National League East. The Dodgers currently in 3rd place in the National League West, 2 games back. On the mound for the Mets, Tom Seaver, and his record is 2 wins, 2 losses with an earned run average of 3.29. Opposing Tom Seaver for the Dodgers, Bert Happy Hooton. He's made 4 starts and he's 1-1 on the year with an earned run average of 3.10. Should be a fine pitching matchup here as the Mets try to climb back to 500. It's 75 degrees in LA, wind speed 6 miles per hour, blowing out to left. Let's get this ball game on their way. As they say in retro replay, let's play ball. The lineup for the visiting New York Mets. Batting first, Lenny Randle playing third. Batting second, playing left field, Vosclair. Batting third, the catcher Stearns. Batting fourth, the right fielder Cranepool. Batting fifth, the switch-hitting center fielder Mazzilli. Batting sixth, the first baseman Milner. Batting seventh, the second baseman Foster. Batting eighth, the shortstop Harrelson. And batting ninth, doing the pitching, Tom Seaver. He'll be opposed by Bert Hooton, who in 1977 went 12 wins, 7 losses, 1 save, ERA of 2.62, batting average against 225. Behind the plate, Steve Yeager, very good defensive catcher. The Dodger infield's just excellent overall. Ron Cey at third, Bill Russell at short, Davey Lopes at second, and Steve Garvey out first. Your outfield, Dusty Baker in right and left, He's the best fielder when it comes to tracking down fly balls. His arm is poor though, 3 out of 10. Rick Monday, the weakest outfielder in center field. And then a below average fielder but with a good arm in right, Reggie Smith. So Lenny Randle to lead off this baseball game. Randle on the retro replays hitting .316, no home runs, 1 RBI. He was acquired in a trade by the Mets. In actuality, Lenny Randle hit .304, 5 home runs, 27 RBI. Here's the pitch from Hooton to Randle. And Randle walks. Good job by Lenny Randle. He walks. He doesn't bite on that 3-1 curveball. So Randle is a threat to steal. Speed 9 out of 10. Chance of stealing second, 34%. At bat now, Bruce Vosclair, the Mets left fielder, off to a very odd start. Batting .404, no home runs, 4 RBIs. In actuality, Vosclair hit .293, 4 homers, and 44 RBIs. Excellent bunter, 9 out of 10. Hit and run, 4 out of 10. Vosclair will be swinging away. Here's the windup and the pitch by Bert Happy, who no outs, Randle at first. They throw over, Randle's back. Yeager has a cannon for an arm, 9 out of 10, so Randle's not going anywhere. You know what, we're going to play a little hit and run now. Here's the pitch to Vosclair, and that's a little nubber In front of the plate, Yeager throws Bosquer out, so it works just like a sacrifice, really. Randall advances to second. John Stern steps to the plate, the Mets catcher. 241, 2 home runs, 4 RBIs, batting in the 3 spot. In actuality, Stern hit 251, 12 homers, and 55 RBIs. The windup and the pitch to Stern, 1 out, Randall at second. And Stern sends that ball in the right field, and we're going to send Randall home. We're going to challenge Reggie Smith's arm. We're going to hold Stern at first, though. Here's the throw, and Randall beats the throw by Smith. 1-0 Mets. RBI single for John Stearns, who's now at first. And up at the plate, the left-handed batting Ed Kranepool. Mets right fielder off to a good start. 302, no home runs, 5 RBIs. In 1977, at an advanced age, Kranepool hit 281, 10 home runs, and 40 RBIs. And he hit 291 off right-handed pitching. Hit and run 7 out of 10. Hooten does throw a lot of strikes. Here's the windup and the pitch to Kranepool. And that ball's grounded to Lopes. It's going to be a double play. Lopes to Russell to Garvey, inning over. We go to the bottom of the first. The Mets have a 1-0 lead. For Tom Seaver, Tom Terrific will be on the mound. Seaver was 7-3 for the Mets. He'll be traded to the Reds in June. His ERA was 3. Batting average against 2.21. Struck out 72. Walked 28. Probably one of the worst trades the Mets ever made. One of the worst trades in baseball history. His battery mate, John Stearns, the catcher. Solid catcher. Third base, Lenny Randall's average. Harrelson's at short, below average. Leo Foster's at second, poor. And Milner's at first, below average. The Mets do not have a stellar defensive infield. Bosquer's in left, below average. Mazzilli, the best outfielder of them, above average with fielding and throwing. 6 out of 10 for both. Kranepool at an advanced age, below average fielder, and a poor arm. So the Mets are not a good defensive team. Leading off for the Dodgers, Davey Lopes, playing second base. Batting second, the shortstop Bill Russell. Batting third, the right fielder Reggie Smith. Batting fourth, the third baseman Ron Cey, the Penguin. Batting fifth, Steve Garvey, playing first base. Batting sixth, Rick Monday, center field. Batting seventh, the left fielder Dusty Baker. Batting eighth, the catchers Steve Yeager. Batting ninth, doing the pitching, Bert Happy Hoop. So Lopes for this retro replay is batting .313, 3 home runs, 12 RBIs. Very good start for Davey. In actuality, Davey Lopes at 283, 11 home runs, and 53 RBIs. Off right-handed pitching, he only batted .259 in 1977. Here's the windup and the pitch by Severs. And Lopes works a walk. He didn't bite on that cutter in the dirt. Walks on the 3-2 count. Lopes is definitely a threat to steal. Milner's holding him on. 9 out of 10 for speed. 77% chance of stealing second base. Bill Russell steps to the plate. Russell, excellent hit-and-run man. An above-average bunter. Russell's batting .281 on this retro replay. 1 home run, 12 RBIs. In actuality, Bill Russell hit .278, 4 home runs, 51 RBIs. Seaver throws over to first. Lopes is back. Here's the windup and the pitch to Bill Russell. Lopes goes, the throw down, and Lopes is safe. He went on the first pitch. He's in scoring position. Chance to tie the ball game here for Bill Russell. No balls, 1 strike. Stern goes through the signs. The windup and the pitch from Seaver. Grounded to Foster, over to Milner, 1 out. Lopes now advances to third base, so Russell gets his job done. He hits the ball to the right side. 1 out. Lopes 90 feet away from tying this game. Reggie Smith steps to the plate. the Dodger right fielder, batting .344 in the retro replay. 4 home runs, 15 RBIs, off to an excellent start. In actuality, Smith had a good year in 1977. .307 batting average, 32 home runs, 87 RBIs. And he hit right-handed pitching at a .316 clip. We're going to go pitch-by-pitch mode here. We're going to go aggressive. Here's the pitch by Seaver. Strike 1. He gets that strike in there. Fastball. Going to go away from Smith. Strike 2. Catches the outside corner. 0-2 count. Lopes at third. 1 out. 2 strikes on Smith. Again, we're going to try to get Smith to chase. The windup and the pitch by Tom Terrific. Ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. 2-2 count. Going to pitch away. Strikes him out. Swung at a bad pitch. Seaver extends the zone. And Smith went fishing. Big strike out there. 2 outs. Lopes still at second. He'll be up to the Penguin. Ron Cey, Dodger third baseman. Cey batting .256 on the retro replay. 5 home runs, 15 RBIs. In actuality, Cey only batted .241, but he did have 30 home runs and 110 runs batted in. 2 outs. Lopes at third. 1-0 Mets. Cey hit .234 off right-handed pitching. The windup and the pitch to Ron Cey. Grounded to Randall. Over to Milner. Inning over. They strand Lopes at third. We go to the top of the second. The Mets lead 1-0. Leading off for the Mets, they're switch-hitting center fielder Lee Mazzilli. Mazzilli's struggling so far in the retro replay. .178 batting average, 1 home run, 2 RBIs. In actuality, Mazzilli hit .250, 6 home runs, and 46 RBIs. Mazzilli, an excellent bunter. The Dodgers have pulled their corners in. Cey's in at third. Garvey's in at first. Hopefully Mazzilli can whack the ball by them. Here's the pitch by Hooten. Mazzilli grounds it to Lopes. And just hits Mazzilli at first. Good throw on the run by Lopes to Garvey. 1 up, 1 down. John Milner steps to the plate. Mets first baseman hitting .210 on the retro replay. 2 home runs, 7 RBIs. In actuality, Milner batted .255, 12 homers, 57 RBIs. Milner hit right-handed pitching at a .263 clip. Yeager goes through the signs. The windup and the pitch by Bert Happy Hooten. Milner nubs it out in front of the plate, and Yeager throws down to Garvey for out number 2. So 2 up, 2 down. It's up to Leo Foster to extend this inning. The Mets second baseman, he's struggling. 182 average, no homers, 1 RBI. In 77, Foster hit .227, 6 RBIs, no homers. But he did hit in 1977 .282 off right-handed pitching. Thus, we inserted him into the lineup. Dodgers looking to get a 1-2-3 inning here. The windup and the pitch to Foster. Foster sends it back to Hooten, who bobbles the ball, but recovers and throws to Garvey for out number 3. We go to the bottom of the second. Mets lead 1-0. Leading off for the Dodgers, Steve Garvey, the first baseman, batting .273 on this retro replay. 4 home runs, 14 RBIs. In 1977, Garvey actually hit .297, 33 homers, and 115 ribbies. And he batted .309 off right-handed pitching. Seaver's only allowed a .188 batting average off right-handed batters. Here's the windup and the pitch to Garvey. Grounded to Randall, over to Milner. That's 1 away. Rick Monday steps to the plate. Dodgers center fielder, .247, 5 homers, 13 RBIs in the retro. In actuality, .230, 15 homers, 48 RBIs. Monday hit .234 off right-handed pitching in 77. Favorable matchup here for Seavers. Stearns goes through the signs, the windup and the pitch by Seavers. And that's a strike him out, throw him out. as Stearns dropped the ball and threw to Milner for out number 2. Dusty Baker steps to the plate, the Dodger left fielder, batting .228. He's had a struggle so far in the retro replay. 4 homers, 8 RBIs. In 1977, .291, 30 homers and 86 RBIs. So he's due to get hot, but if you're a Mets fan, you don't want to see it happen in this series. Baker hit .298 off right-handed pitching. Here's the windup and the pitch to Baker. 2 outs, no one on. That ball sent deep and off the left field wall for a 2-out double. Baker just missed a home run by inches. So it's up to Steve Yeager. He can tie this game up here. Yeager batting .231, 3 homers, 16 RBIs on the retro replay. 77, .256, 16 homers and 55 RBIs. Yeager hit .258 off right-handed pitching. 2 outs. Baker's on at second with his double. It's the tying run. Seaver sets and delivers to Yeager. Grounded to Foster, and he makes an error. Seaver should be on the bench right now, inning over, but Foster boots the ball. And this shows the porous Mets defense, especially in the infield, up the middle. So first and third now. The Dodgers get an extra out, and it brings up the pitcher, Bert Happy Hooten. Hooten batting .222 on the retro replay. No homers, no RBIs. In actuality, Hooten hit .164 with 3 RBIs. Garvey wants to get this batter here. He does not want to face Davey Lopes in the top of the order. The windup and the pitch by Severs. That's grounded up the middle, played by Harrelson over to Milner, inning over. So Seaver works out of the jam. We go to the top of the third, 1-0 Mets. Bud Harrelson, coming to an end of his career. Shortstop for the Mets, batting .220 with 8 RBIs, no homers in the retro. He's actually doing better than in actuality. 77, only batted .178. 1 home run and 12 RBIs. Harrelson, fairly good bunter. And we're going to try to bunt for a hit here. We're going to take a pitch. Here's the windup and the pitch by Hooten. Strike 1. And now we're going to attempt to bunt for a hit. Harrelson lays it down, but they throw him out at first. Yeager fielded. Good strong throw to Garvey, and they just get Harrelson. Now bring up Tom Seaver. Seaver batting below 100 on the retro. That's all we need to say. In actuality, Seaver hit .161 with 4 RBIs. The windup and the pitch to Tom Seaver. He flies out. Nope, it's going to go foul. Deep foul ball. So it's now a 1 ball, 2 strike count. Yeager goes through the sides. Here's the pitch to Seaver. And he strikes out. Swing and a miss by Tom. Couldn't catch up to that Hooten fastball. So 2 outs, no one on. The top of the order, Lenny Randall comes to the plate. Randall reached on a walk in the first. The windup and the pitch by Hooten. Randall sends that ball into left field. He goes the other way. So a 2-out single. And Bosclair now steps to the plate. He's 0 for 1. Hooten nods his head. He sets and delivers to Bosclair. And Bosclair singles into right. Randall goes first to third with 2 outs. The Mets have something cooking. And John Stearns steps to the plate. He's 1 for 1 today. Stearns singled, scoring Randall. He got an RBI in the first, thus the 1-0 lead for the Mets. He'd like to repeat once again. The windup and the pitch to John Stearns. 2 on, 2 out. Stearns dribbles it to Russell. Comes across the bag. Throws to Garvey. Inning over. The Mets threaten but do not score. We go to the bottom of the third. 1-0 Mets. Leading off for the Dodgers in the bottom of the third, Davey Lopes. Lopes walked his first time up, stole second, and was stranded at third. The windup and the pitch to Lopes. Grounded to Harrelson, over to Milner. Did they get him? Yes! Just by the hair of the chinny chin chin. The umpire at first calls Lopes out. Lopes yaps a bit, but then goes back to the dugout. 1 up, 1 down. Bill Russell steps to the plate. 0 for 1 today. Seaver sets and delivers. Strike 1. Seaver's working quickly. That ball is singled into left field. A 1-out single for Russell. And it brings up Reggie Smith. Smith 0 for 1. He definitely has the power to untie this game with one swing of the bat and give the Dodgers a 1-run lead. Smith crushed right-handed pitching. In 77, we're going to go pitch-by-pitch mode as we did with Russell. So Russell's at first. Milner's holding him on. Here's the windup and the pitch to Smith. Ball 1. Missed with the change. Stearns goes through the signs. Seaver sets and delivers. Ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. The windup and the pitch to Smith. Strike 1. Gets in there with the fastball. Curveball. Wow, that's a fast curveball at 91 miles per hour. So 2-1 count. Reggie Smith ready to grip and rip. Russell's at first, 1 away. Seaver would love to induce a double play ball. Stearns goes through the signs. The windup and the pitch. Strike 2. Swing and a miss on that fastball. Seaver 96 miles per hour. Two count. Russell at first. 1 out. Seaver nods his head. The windup and the pitch. Ball 3. The count goes full. Stearns goes out to the mound. Kind of strange with a 3-2 count to go out there, have a word with them. Now the umpire comes out and says, break it up, boys. Alrighty, here we go. 3-2 count. Russell's at first. Seaver throws over. Russell gets back. They wanted to see if Russell was leaning. Seaver sets and delivers to Smith. Number to Harrelson. He goes to first. And a bad throw on the run by Harrelson. It's an E6. Russell advances to third. Smith to second. Another porous, horrible play by the Mets infield. That should have possibly, they definitely should have got Smith out at first. But now, due to his lack of fielding by his infielder, Seaver finds himself in a jam here. Second and third, 1 out. And the dangerous Ron Cey comes to play. He's 0 for 1. Let's see how we're going to pitch to Cey here. Well, a ground ball is going to score Russell most likely. I don't want to pull the infield in way too early in this game, but the Mets do not score a lot of runs. So, here's the windup and the pitch to Cey. And Cey walks on the 3-2 pitch. Base is loaded. Steve Garvey comes to the plate. Garvey again, another one of these Dodgers batters who crushed right-handed pitching. Base is loaded, no place to put him. Mets are in a jam here. Self-inflicted. Seaver's looking for a double play ball. I'm trying to figure out how to pitch Garvey. I guess we're going to go pitch-by-pitch mode here. Alrighty. go aggressive. The windup and the pitch by Seaver, looking to get a double play ball, 2 for 1. Strike 1! In there with the fastball. Garvey showed tremendous patience there. So no balls, 1 strike, bases loaded, 1-0 Mets, 1 out here in the bottom of the 3rd. I guess we're going to go pitch around. The windup and the pitch to Garvey. Strike 2! Garvey swing and a miss on a fastball. Wow, blew that by him. 0-2 count, pitch around again. Ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Seaver sets and delivers. Ball 2! Garvey doesn't chase those 2 pitches, so it's a 2-2 count. Bases loaded, no place to put Garvey. Seaver sets and delivers. Strikes him out! Huge strikeout! 2 outs now. Garvey tried to check his swing, but the ump says he went. 2 outs, bases loaded. Rick Monday comes to the plate. Mets still clinging to that 1-run lead here in the bottom of the 3rd. Monday 0 for 1. Can't take him lightly though. Seavers gets the sign from Stearns. He sets and delivers. And he strikes out Monday. Bases loaded, 1 out. Seaver comes up huge, strikes out Garvey and Monday. Inning over. We go to the top of the 4th with the Mets still in the lead, 1-0. Tom Terrific was terrific. Ed Kranepool comes to the plate. The Mets right fielder, 0 for 1. Looking to get his first hit of the game. The windup and the pitch from Hooten. And Kranepool lines a shot. Say knocks it down and goes to Garvey. 1 away, Lee Mazzilli. Switch hitting center fielder, batting left-handed. Steps to the plate. Mazzilli 0 for 1. He's going to try to put a bunt down for a hit. Here's the pitch by Hooten. Mazzilli drops it. That's going to be a tough play at first. And he's in there. He beats it out. Mazzilli, a beautiful bunt. Mazzilli, 8 out of 10 for base speed. To steal second base, 55%. Milner comes to the plate. So a 1-out bunt single by Mazzilli. Milner's at the plate. He's 0 for 1. Milner grounded to the catcher, so he nubbed one out in front of Yeager his first time up. Milner is a 4 for a hit and run. We're going to play a little hit and run here. Try to get the runner in motion, the ball in play, see what happens. The windup and the pitch to Milner. Milner swings and he sends that ball into center field. And Mazzilli goes first to 3rd. Beautiful execution of the hit and run by the Mets. And it brings up Leo Foster. Foster's 0 for 1. We might go hit and run again, put this ball into play, stay out of the double play. Milner's at first, Mazzilli's at 3rd. 1 away. Here's the pitch to Foster. We're going hit and run. Foster dribbles it down to Garvey. We're going to send Mazzilli home. We got a 95% chance of success and only a 1% chance of a double play. And Foster beats out the double play ball. Garvey went to second. The Mets take a 2-0 lead. Mazzilli scores. Foster gets an RBI on the fielder's choice. So the hit and runs work for the New York Mets. We have to try to produce runs with the Mets. They're kind of fun to play because you have to figure out how to try to score runs with them. So 2-0 for the Mets. Bud Harrelson steps to the plate. He's 0 for 1. And he's a hit and run, number 6. And you know what? Even with 2 outs, we're going to... Well, who's up next? Tom Seaver. You know what? We're going to go hit and run for a 3rd time. Here's the pitch by Hooten. And Harrelson goes deep, and Smith makes the catch. He crushed that pitch, but not much power with Bud Harrelson. Inning over. We go to the bottom of the 4th. The Mets get 1. They now lead 2-0. Leading off for the Dodgers. Dusty Baker. Baker's 1 for 1. Double in the second. Baker, 298 batter off right-handed pitching in 77. The windup and the pitch by Seaver. Baker pops it up, and it goes foul to the left side. No balls, 1 strike. We'll pitch around again. Ball 1, 1-1 count. We'll try to get Baker to chase. Strike. We get the strike call there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Seaver sets and delivers to Baker. 2-2 count. Here's the pitch to Dusty. That ball's grounded back to Seaver. He goes to Milner. Out number 1. So with some of these batters, I'm going to go pitch by pitch mode with the Mets because we got to stay competitive or the game will be a whitewash. 2-0 lead, 1 out. Steve Yeager comes to the plate, looking to get something started here. Bottom of the 4th. Yeager's 0 for 1. Stearns goes through the signs. Here's the pitch to Yeager. And Yeager walks on the 3-2 count. Seaver's, how many walks is that for Tom? Seaver struck out 4, walked 3. Bert Hooton comes to plate. He represents a tying run. Odds are Hooton will be bunting. Mets will move their corners in. Here's the pitch to Hooton. And he strikes out. He was not bunting. He goes down swinging on the 1-2 count. There's 2 outs now. And that brings up the top of the order. Davey Lopes. Lopes 0 for 1. Walked in the first, grounded to short in the third. Yeager's at first. The windup and the pitch to Davey Lopes. And that's popped foul at the back of the screen. So no balls, 2 strikes. We're going to try to get Lopes to chase. Seaver sets and delivers. Strikes him out! We go to the top of the 5th. Mets 2, Dodgers nothing. Tom Seaver to lead off the inning. He's 0 for 1. He'll be taking. Here's the pitch by Hooton. Ball 1, Seaver to take again. Ball 2, Seaver puts the bat on his shoulder. Strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Tom Terrific will swing away. Here's the pitch by Bert Happy Hooton. And Seaver singles up the middle. He gets the favorable count, and then he singles into center. So a leadoff single for Tom Seaver. He'll go station to station most likely. Lenny Randall steps to the plate. Randall 1 for 1. Walked in the first, singled in the third. Randall hit and run is a 5. I don't think we want to hit and run with Seaver though. Here's the pitch to Randall. And Randall singles in the left field, so it's first and second. No outs. Bosclair comes to the plate. Bosclair's an excellent bunter. 1 for 2 today. Grounded to the catcher and singled in the third. So Bosclair's going to sacrifice bunt here. The Dodgers don't expect that. They're playing their infield normal. I wonder if we should bunt for a hit. Should we get a little greedy? No. We're going to go sacrifice bunt. Here's the pitch by Hooton. Bosclair! A bad bunt by Bosclair. Hooton goes to third. And say they force out Seaver at third. So Bosclair, who's a very good bunter, puts a poor one down. Hooton was quickly off the mound and went to Say at third. So 1 out. Runners at first and second. The trade-off for speed is okay, but you really wanted to get that runner at third with less than 2 outs. John Stearns steps to the plate. The Mets catcher is 1 for 2. Singled in the first, getting an RBI, then grounded out in the third. Here's the pitch to Stern. First and second, 1 away. And Stern pops that up in foul territory. Lopes goes over and makes the catch. So 2 outs. It's going to be up to Ed Kranepool. An inning that started with so much promise. Now there's 2 outs. Runners still at first and second. Kranepool 0 for 2. He's due. The windup and the pitch to Kranepool. And Kranepool sends that ball deep. And Baker makes a leaping catch, robbing Kranepool of a home run. Wow. We go to the bottom of the 5th. The Mets still cling to a 2-0 lead. They should have had more. first and second, no outs. They couldn't get one run in. So leading off for the Dodgers in the bottom of the fifth, Bill Russell 1 for 2. Russell grounded out in the second and singled in the third. Stearns goes through the sign. Seaver sets and delivers. Ball 1. Ball 2. So Severs tries to get Russell to trace twice. It doesn't work. Seaver sets and delivers. Ripped foul to the left side. 2 balls, 1 strike. Seaver sets. Here comes the pitch. Grounded to Harrelson, over to Milner. That's an out. Nice play by Bud Harrelson. It's always an adventure when the ball gets hit to this Mets infield, especially up the middle with Harrelson and Foster. 1 out. Reggie Smith steps to the plate. Smith 1 for 2. Dodger right fielder struck out in the first, singled in the third. Seaver gets the sign. He sets and delivers to Smith. Strike 1. Fastball in there. Big swing and a miss by Reggie Smith. Seaver nods. The windup and the pitch. Strike 2! Smith swings again. Got him to chase. No balls. 2 strikes. John Stearns goes through the signs. Tom Terrific nods his head. Here's the pitch to Smith. Rip to Foster. He catches the line drive. Out number 2. ID Gesture jumps in the chat. How you doing, buddy? Remember to check out ID Gesture's channel. He was playing a lot of Grim Dawn and some Diablo, but lately Grim Dawn. A lot of fun to watch. And if you jump in the chat, he invites you to come play with him. So you can actually be on ID Gesture's YouTube channel. That's pretty cool. Not many YouTubers do that. That's really fun. And he says, "Hi Al, watching some baseball with you as I eat my cake." So yes, I'm having my cake and eating it too. LOL. Great line, ID. So remember, ID Gesture's channel. That's this is all lowercase, one word. IDJESTER. ID Gesture. Back to the ball game. Mets lead the Dodgers in the bottom of the fifth, 2-0, 2 outs, no one on. Ron Cey steps to the plate. He's 0 for 1. Seaver sets and delivers to Cey. Cey pops it up. Randall makes the catch at third. Inning over. We go to the top of the sixth. Mets lead 2-0. Lee Mazzilli steps to the plate 1 for 2. He had a bunt base hit his last time up. Now they move the corners in. So they have Garvey in at first and Cey in at third. Hooten sets and delivers to Mazzilli. And Mazzilli nudges it down to Garvey, who quickly jumps on it and throws to Hooten for the out. Wonderful play by Steve Garvey. You're welcome, ID Gesture. Once again, remember, check out ID Gesture's channel. He's playing Grim Dawn right now, a series, and I'm going to be joining him at some point soon. I got to play a little of it. I actually have a character ID who I think he's 27 or 30, I don't remember. I'm going to play a little bit. You keep asking me to play, and I just want to get my bearings down again because I don't want to embarrass us when we play online. So, John Milner steps to the plate. 1 out, no one on. Milner 1 for 2. Milner grounded to the catcher when he nubbed one out in front of the plate and singled to center, sending Mazzilli to third in the fourth. The windup and the pitch to Milner. Milner grounds it to Cey. The Penguin throws to Garvey. Out number 2. 2 outs, no one on. It's going to be up to Leo Foster to extend this inning. Foster 0 for 2. Yeager goes through the signs. Here's a pitch to Foster. He's going to take. Strike 1. Fastball right there on the inside corner. 0-1 count. The windup and the pitch by Hooten. Foster grounds it to Garvey. Takes it to the bag himself. Inning over. We go to the bottom of the sixth. Mets still leading 2-0. Seaver's now up to 89 pitches. His threshold is 135. Tom Terrific has been pitching quite well. Not a lot of help from his infield, though. Garvey to lead off this inning, 0 for 2. Very dangerous batter when it comes to right-handed pitching. We'll go pitch-by-pitch mode. Stearns with the sign. Receiver's going to challenge him. Strike one. Fastball. Big swing and a miss by Garvey. The windup and the pitch. Seaver rears back again. Missed with that fastball. That was 97 miles per hour. Try to blow that ball right by Garvey. Garvey wouldn't bite. 1-1 count. Seaver sets and delivers. Strike two! Catches the inside corner. Garvey didn't like that call. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Seaver sets and delivers. And he missed with that fastball. 98 miles per hour. He tried to extend the zone there. So it's a 2-2 count. Garvey didn't bite. Stearns goes through the signs. The windup and the pitch. Foul back. Stays 2-2. Deuce is wild here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Here's the pitch to Garvey. That ball sent out to Bosclair at left. He comes in, makes the catch, out number 1. Rick Monday steps to the plate. Monday 0 for 2. Lefty-righty matchup here. The windup and the pitch to Monday. And he strikes Monday out. Strike 3. Monday's fanned 3 times. The hat trick, and not the good one. So 2 outs, no one on. Dusty Baker steps to the plate. Baker 1 for 2. The Dodger left fielder doubled in the second. Grounded to the pitcher in the fourth. Seaver up to 100 pitches now. Baker, another Dodger batter who really crushes right-handed pitching. Seaver gets the sign. He sets and delivers. Ball 1. Baker would not chase. Fastball. No balls, 1 strike. The windup and the pitch. Seaver challenged him. That ball's popped up but foul to the back of the screen. 1-1 count. Seaver's going to challenge him again. Here's the pitch. And Baker sends that ball off the wall for his second double with 2 outs. Baker missed another home run by inches once again. This game could easily be 2-2 with Dusty Baker having 2 homers he just missed. So 2 outs, Baker on at second, Yeager comes to the plate. Yeager represents the tying run. He's 0 for 1. Bert Hooton is on deck. And we're going to intentionally walk Yeager to face the pitcher. They'll probably come with a pinch hitter, though. You know what? Let's see if we can get Yeager to chase on the first couple of pitches. Seaver sets and delivers. Strike 1! Swing and a miss. Yeager wanted to knock Baker in with that swing. Wanted to tie the ball game up. So we did get him to chase. Baker at second. 2 outs. Here's the pitch to Yeager. That ball sent foul to the left side. So 0-2 count. Seaver's in the driver's seat. Gets a sign from Stearns. Here's the pitch. Ball. Just a bit high on that curve. Stearns is saying something to Yum. I think he's saying you got to stick with that pitch, Blue. You got to stick with that pitch. Seaver thought it was a strike. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. The windup and the pitch to Yeager. And that's a single up the middle. Baker scores from second to a 2-1 ball game. Seaver's challenged him, and Yeager just took that ball right back up the middle. Bert Hooton steps to the plate. He's 0 for 2. Yeager's at first, representing the tying run. Let's see what the Dodgers are going to do here. Will they pinch hit? We'll find out when we click pitch. The windup and the pitch to Hooton. And he strikes him out! So we go to the top of the 7th. The Mets now clinging to a 1-run lead. 2-1. Bud Harrelson to lead off. The light-hitting shortstop 0 for 2. Hooton's still on the mound. He's only thrown 86 pitches. He's good for 130. Here's the windup and the pitch to Harrelson. Harrelson grounds it to Lopes, who goes to Garvey. 1 away. And Tom Terrific comes to the plate. He's done it all. He's 1 for 2. He actually had a single. He's up to 112 pitches, but you know what? We're going to keep Tom Terrific in this game. Here's a pitch by Hooten. Seaver to take. Strike 1. No balls. 1 strike. Seaver to swing away. And Seaver sends that ball out to Monday. Monday goes back a bit, makes the catch for out number 2. So 2 outs, no one on. Top of the order, Lenny Randle, 2 for 2. And we're going to try to drop a bunt down here for a hit as they're playing normal. Here's the pitch by Hooten. Randle drops a good one down. Oh, but they just did him at first. A bang play, inning over. Wow, I thought we were going to get them on that. So we go to the bottom of the 7th, 2-1 lead for the Mets. Seaver says he's still strong, 112 pitches. He's good for 135. Davey Lopes steps to the plate, he's 0 for 2. Seaver sets and delivers. That's another foul. So no balls, 2 strikes. Let's see if we can get Lopes to expand the zone here. Here's the pitch by Seaver. Ball 1. 1-2 count. Stearns goes through the signs. The windup and the pitch to Lopes. Strikes him out! Seaver rings him up and sits him down. 1 away. Bill Russell steps to the plate. The Dodgers shortstop 1 for 3. Grounded to second in the 1st. Singled in the 3rd. Grounded to short in the 5th. The windup and the pitch to Russell. That ball's up the middle for a single. Tying run on at 1st now. 1 away, and the dangerous power hitting right fielder for the Dodgers, Reggie Smith, steps to the plate. Smith 1 for 3. Struck out in the 1st, singled in the 3rd, and lined hard to the second baseman Foster in the 5th. Smith again crushes right-handed pitching. We're going to go pitch by pitch mode. Seaver sets and delivers. He's going to challenge him. And that ball is ripped into right field for a single. Smith jumped on that fastball. Tying run now at second in Russell. Go ahead run at 1st and Reggie Smith. 1 out. Ron Cey, the Penguin, steps to the plate. Seaver would love to induce a double play ball here. Cey's 0 for 2. Seaver's now up to 120 pitches. Here's the windup and the pitch to Cey. Strikes him out! Big swing and a miss on the 1-2 count, so there's 2 outs. Cey could not catch up to that 97-mile-per-hour fastball. Seaver just rearing back and revving up, blowing it by Cey. So 2 outs, 2 on. Steve Garvey comes to play. Garvey's 0 for 3. Another one of these Dodgers, though, who really crushes right-handed pitching. Tying run at second in Russell. Go-ahead run at 1st in Smith. Mets cling to a 2-1 lead here in the bottom of the 7th. Here's the windup and the pitch to Garvey. Grounded foul to the left side. 0-1 count. Garvey sets and delivers. Grounded to Randle, over to Milner. Inning over. Tom Terrific works out of the jam. We go to the top of the 8th. The Mets still lead 2-1. Unbelievable. Tom Terrific dragging the Mets, kicking and screaming to this potential victory. So leading off for the Mets, their left fielder, Bruce Bosclair, 1 for 3. Grounded to Yeager on a nubber in front of the plate in the 1st. Singled in the 3rd. And then a bad sacrifice bunt when the Mets had a golden opportunity in the 5th. 1st and 2nd, nobody out. A horrible bunt by the usually very good bunter Bosclair, or decent bunter Bosclair, excuse me. Actually, no, because that's a bunt for a hit. He is a very good sacrifice bunter. It was a horrible bunt. They threw Seaver out, and that derailed the whole inning. So, 1 for 3, Bosclair to swing away. Here's the pitch from Hooten. And he works a walk. Good job by Bosclair. Big insurance run at 1st. John Stearns steps to the plate. Mets catcher 1 for 3. He singled in the 1st, knocking in Randle, then grounded out in the 3rd, popped up in the 5th. Bosclair 6 out of 10 on speed. Stearns only 3 out of 10 for hit and run, though Bert Hooten throws strikes. And again, we're playing with the 77 Mets. We have to try to produce runs here. We're going to play a little hit and run ball. The windup and the pitch to Stern. Stearns grounds that up the middle, and they go to first. They get Stearns, but Bosclair's now in scoring position. So we got what we wanted. Well, a hit would have been better, first and third. A home run would have been great. But now, Bosclair's in scoring position for Ed Kranepool. He's 0 for 3, and he's due. Kranepool hit right-handed pitching at a 291 clip in 1977, actual stats. And he's hitting 288 in the retro replay, and that's mostly off right-handed pitching with 5 RBIs. Hooten's now up to 99 pitches. Bosclair at second, 1 away. Here's the pitch to Kranepool. And Kranepool rips that ball foul to the left. It's now 1 ball, 2 strikes. The windup and the pitch by Hooten. And Kranepool works a walk on the 3-2. He doesn't bite on the ball high and away. So first, second, 1 out. Lee Mazzilli steps to plate. Mazzilli's 1 for 3. His 1 hit was a bunt single. Mazzilli hit and run is 5. Normally you don't hit and run with first and second. But again, this is the New York Mets in 1977. They didn't score a lot of runs. And on deck is Milner. I want to put the runners in motion, and Mazzilli put the bat in the ball, and let's see what happens. The windup and the pitch by Hooten. Mazzilli pops it up, and that goes out of play, thank God. So no balls, 2 strikes. They know we have the hit and run on now, and we're just going to let Mazzilli swing at his own volition. Here's the pitch by Hooten. And Mazzilli singles into right field. We have a 60% chance to score. Bosclair. Ooh, Smith has a good arm. We're going to hold him. We're going to hold him. So bases loaded. 1 out. John Milner steps to the plate. And all we want from Milner is a fly ball here to get this important insurance run. Bases loaded. Mets have another golden opportunity here. Hooten's up to 108 pitches. Threshold of 130. Yeager goes out to have a word with him. Now goes back behind the plate. The windup and the pitch to Milner. No place to put him. Milner grounds it to second. Over to Russell. Double play inning over. Oh, God. The Mets being into a double play waste another golden opportunity. We go to the bottom of the 8th. The Mets lead 2-1. Tom Seaver is now thrown 126 pitches. His threshold is 135. He'll be facing 6, 7, and 8, which is Monday, Baker, and Yeager. Baker's been crushing him. He's hit 2 doubles. He struck Monday out 3 times, though. So let's see if we can get Rick Monday out and then go to the pen. The windup and the pitch by Severs. Monday sends that ball deep, and Mazzilli makes a running catch in the right center field, saving extra bases. What a play by Lee Mazzilli. 1 away. Severs now up to 127 pitches. Dusty Baker comes to plate. He's 2 for 3. And again, he has 2 doubles. He just barely missed 2 home runs. And I think that's going to be it for Tom Seaver. Let's see who we have in our pen. We're going to probably go to Skip Lockwood, the closer. Lockwood's good to fit for 50 pitches, so that should be enough to get 5 outs. Oh boy, should I roll the dice one more time and see? But Baker's gonged him twice. Stearns goes out, has a word with him. We're going to stick with Seaver. I'm probably going to regret this. The windup and the pitch to Baker. And he sends that ball deep to center. Mazzilli on the warning track, leaps and makes the catch. Woo! Unbelievable. So now there's 2 outs. No one on. Tying run, and Yeager comes to plate. Yeager 1 for 2. Yeager knocked in the only run for the Dodgers in the 6th. Yeager's only hitting 258 off right-handed pitching. Seaver's now up to 130 pitches. He's given up 2 long fly balls that Mazzilli's made absolutely wonderful catches on. Lockwood's not automatic. I've used him. He's not automatic. This will be Seaver's last batter. The windup and the pitch to Yeager. And he strikes him out! We go to the top of the 9th. The Mets lead 2-1. What a performance by Tom Seaver. Unbelievable. He reared back. That's most likely his last batter. He has taken the Mets to a 2-1 lead here in the top of the 9th. And due up now for the Mets, 7, 8, 9, Foster, Harrelson, and Seaver. There'll be a pinch hitter for Seaver. Unbelievable game so far. Leo Foster's 0 for 3. Hooten's still on the mound. 112 pitches. His threshold's 130. Forster to swing away. Here's the pitch by Hooten. And he walks. Foster works a walk. Important insurance run here. The Dodgers move their corners in, expecting a bunt from Bud Harrelson. And that's what we're going to do, most likely, right? Wrong. We're going to go hit and run and try to knock this ball by the moved-in corners. Here's the pitch to Hooten. Hit and run on by Harrelson. A swing and a miss, and Foster's gunned out at second. Try to get clever there. Didn't work. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. The windup and the pitch by Hooten to Harrelson. And Harrelson grounds it to Lopes, who makes an error. Why couldn't he have done that in a hit and run? So Harrelson's at first, a rare error for Davey Lopes. Tom Seaver comes to the plate, and that's going to be his day. And let's just quickly go through his stats. Seaver pitched 8 innings, 7 hits, 1 earned run. Walked 3, struck out 11. He's in line for the win if the Mets can hold on. Let's see who we have for pinch hitters here. Who hits righties? Ron Hodges, 273, the backup catcher. And we can use him because we have Jerry Grody. They carry 3 catchers here. Ooh, we can use Roy Steiger. Steiger hits 288. He had he's off to a hot start, but he's cooled off. So it's between Steiger and Hodges. And Steiger's been sort of cool. We could have Felix Millan come up and try to go hit and run with that. He always puts a bat in the ball. He's going to come in for defensive purposes anyway. But now, I think I have a better feeling with Hodges because Steiger's gone cold. But maybe this is a good opportunity for him to get hot. We're going to go Roy Steiger to pinch hit. So Steiger will come in to pinch hit. Steiger hit 288 off right-handed pitching in 77. On the retro replay, his average has dropped to 265. 2 home runs and 12 RBIs. Let me quickly jump to the chat. ID Gesture says, calling that hit and run might come back to bite you in the butt, most likely. He said the bunt was a proper call in that place. You're right. I tried to roll the dice there, hoping that Harrelson could punch the ball by him. If he could only have put the ball in play at that time, and if Lopes made the error, it would have been good, but it didn't happen, so. Harrelson's at first, 1 out. Steiger comes in to pinch hit. Hooten's still on the mound, 125 pitches. He's good for 5 more. Good opportunity. Hooten could be tiring. Here's the pitch to Steiger. And Steiger rips that ball into left field, and Baker makes a diving catch, robbing extra bases. 2 outs. Unbelievable. Steiger hit the ball hard, but when you're not going good, that's what happens. Wow. Lendy Randall comes to the plate. Hooten's now over his threshold. 131 pitches. Randall 2 for 3. Harrelson's at first. 2 outs. Randall walked in the first, singled in the third, singled in the fifth, and then bunted out to the catcher in the 7th when they tried to sneak a bunt face hit by the normal infield. Here's the windup and the pitch to Randall. Randall rips the ball foul to the right. So no balls, 2 strikes. Hooten now up to 135 pitches. Yeager goes through the signs. Hooten sets and delivers to Randall. And Randall singles up the middle, and we will hold Harrelson at second. So first and second, 2 outs, and Bosclair comes up, and the Dodgers have gone to their pen. They've come in with Stan Wall, a lefty. And Wall, on the retro replay, no wins, 1 loss, 1 save. He's pitched 8 innings, 6 strikeouts, 2 walks, ERA of 3.12. Batting average against 250. In actuality, in 1977, Wall was 2 wins, 3 losses, no saves. He only threw 32 innings. ERA of 5.34. Batting average against 279. Struck out 22, walked 13. Bosclair does not hit lefties at all. We're going to go back to our bench and see who hits lefties. Mike Phillips hits 400 against lefty. Oh, Mike Vail. Mike Vail crushes left-handed pitching. Though, I mean, Phillips hits for a better average, but Vail hits the ball hard. He hits 351. So Mike Vail, who's a very good right fielder also, will come in to pinch hit. So Vail will come in to pinch hit for Bosclair. First and second, 2 outs. Vail's up there to grip and rip. The windup and the pitch by Wall. And Vail grounds it to Russell, who goes to Lopes, inning over. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Mets 3 outs away from an important victory early in this season, trying to inch closer back to 500. Mets are 8-11. Dodgers 4-18. So we need... First, let's put the pitcher in. So we need a new pitcher. That's going to be Skip Lockwood. That's going to be easy enough. Vail's going to go play right. Kranepool's going to move to first. And I'm going to put Dave Kingman in left. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do it through the roster screen, because one time I tried to do it clicking on the players, and I messed it up. I like the substitution better through the roster screen. Possible double switch. Okay. We're not going to double switch anybody. Randall's going to stay at third. Vail's staying in the game. He'll play right. So first thing we have to do is bring our pitcher in. Now it's going to be Skip Lockwood, our closer. So Lockwood is, you know what? We got to get 3 outs. Yes, Lockwood will enter to pitch. Okay. Now, Vail, we're going to move Kranepool to first. So I got to do that. I have to do that first, or I lose him. So Kranepool will go to first. Alright. Then Vail will go to right. I need a left fielder also. Oh, Dave Kingman. I'm going to put Kingman in for Milner. Okay, so Vail's going to go to right. And now Dave Kingman. Not a bad left fielder. Will go in the left. Yes. Alright, so there we go. That's all set. Alright, so Skip Lockwood, the closer, comes out on the mound. In the retro replay, he's 2 wins, 2 losses, 3 saves. He's thrown 18 innings. Walked 1, struck out 18. 219 batting average against. ERA of 2.89. Dave Kingman comes into left field. He's a 4 out of 10 defender with a horrible arm, but he's slightly better than Bosclair, who we pinch hit for. Oh, we got to take Foster out at second. I forgot to do that. Vail stays in to play right. Kranepool moves from right to first. He's a slightly better first baseman than Milner. We're going to take Foster out here. And we're going to bring in Felix Millan to play second. He's a 7. He's my best infielder defensively. I don't think we have anyone better than Harrelson. No. Alright, so Skip Lockwood comes in. He's going to face the pitcher who they're going to pitch in for. In the top of the order, Lopes and Russell. So who are they going to come in? Let's just try to take a guess here. They have Goodson, a lefty, Hale, a lefty, Oates, lefty. They're going to come with Lee Lacy. Or Manny Mota. Manny Mota was a good pinch hitter. Lee Lacy was a pretty good pinch hitter also. They're going to come with Mota. Mota hit 400 off lefty. So odds are they're coming with Manny Mota or Martinez. Alrighty, so let's click pitch and see what happens. It's going to be a pinch hitter, so. And wow, they come with Hale. They come with Hale. Alright, that's their call. That's pretty stupid. So they're going to go lefty-lefty here. I mean lefty-righty, excuse me. I thought Lockwood was a lefty. That's my fault. So Hale comes in. And actually, I still would have came with Lee Lacy. But anyway, Hale on the retro replay is hitting 133. No home runs, 1 RBI. In actuality, he hit 241, 2 homers, 11 RBIs. And he batted 242 off right-handed pitching. The windup and the pitch by Lockwood. Ground ball to Lockwood. He goes to Kranepool. 1 out. Mets 2 outs away from victory here. Davey Lopes steps to plate. He's 0 for 3. Stearns goes through the signs. The windup and the pitch to Lopes. That ball's popped up to the left side, but out of play. Randall gave chase, but ran out of room. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. The windup and the pitch by Lockwood. Strikes him out! Dodger fans are getting a little antsy here. A little boos from the fans. Lopes has the hat trick. He struck out 3 times. Rick Monday for the Dodgers struck out 3 times. Mets 1 out away from a victory here. Bill Russell steps to the plate. Russell's 2 for 4. Grounded out in the first, singled in the third, grounded out in the 5th, and singled in the 7th. Russell needs to get on base to extend this inning and bring the winning run to the plate. Russell represents a tying run right now. Russell hit 288 off right-handed pitching. Lockwood has now struck out 19 batters and only walked 1. Lockwood looking to get his 4th save of the retro replay. The windup and the pitch by Lockwood. Grounded to Maydon, over to Kranepool. Ball game over. The Mets win 2-1. Tom Seaver's going to most likely be player of the game. Unbelievable. We beat the Dodgers. The 1977 Dodgers, who went to the World Series. The lowly Mets defeat the Dodgers 2-1 behind wonderful pitching from Tom Seaver. Let's bring up the box score. Tom Seaver now has 3 wins, 2 losses. Bert Happy Hooten falls to 1 and 2. Seaver is the player of the game. Bear with me a moment as I bring up the box score. And as anyone knows, me and OBS is an adventure. So I got to bring up another screen here. A window, excuse me. And let's fit that to the screen. My favorite part of the broadcast, OBS. And that should be up. Yay, I did it. Alrighty, so let's quickly go over the box score. And we're just going to go to the pitching first. Tom Seaver, player of the game, went 8 innings, 7 hits, 1 run. It was earned. No homers, walked 3, struck out 11. He was outstanding. Pitched out of a couple of jams. His infield did not help him out too much. They committed 2 errors. Lockwood comes in, pitches a 1-2-3 9th inning, struck out 1, gets his 4th save. Mets get the 2-1 win. Losing pitcher Bert Happy Hooten went 8 2/3. 9 hits, 2 runs, both earned. Walked 4, struck out 1. He deserved better. He pitched quite well also. He only gave up 2 runs in 8 2/3. Should win the game. Wall came in, pitched a third of an inning. Got the Dodgers out of a jam. Now let's quickly go to the batting. For the Mets, Lenny Randle had a big game. 3 for 4, scored a run, walked once. Bosclair 1 for 3, walked once. Vail, the pinch hitter, 0 for 1. Stearns 1 for 4, had an RBI. Gave the Mets the 1-0 lead early. Cranepool 0 for 3, walked once. Mazzilli 2 for 4 with a run scored. Milner 1 for 4. Kingman came in for defensive purposes, did not get an at-bat. Foster 0 for 3, but he had an RBI when we put the runners in motion on a hit and run to stay out of a double play, and that was the game-winning RBI right there. Milan came in for defensive purposes, did not get an at-bat, and did make a play in the 9th inning. Woody Harrelson was 0 for 4. Seaver, the pitcher, 1 for 3, and he struck out once. Steiger, the pinch hitter, 0 for 1. And Lockwood did not get an at-bat. He pitched the 9th inning and got the save. Mets 34 at-bats, 2 runs, 9 hits, 2 RBIs, 4 walks, 1 K. 19 runners left on base. For the Dodgers, Davey Lopes didn't get anything started. He had that leadoff walk, stole second, but got stranded at third in the bottom of the first. He was 0 for 4. Russell 2 for 5. Smith 2 for 4, 1 K. Say 0 for 3 with a walk and a strikeout. Garvey 0 for 4 with a strikeout. Rick Monday would like to forget this day as it seemed like a Monday for him. 0 for 4 with 3 Ks. Dusty Baker hit Seaver hard and could have easily had 2 homers. Instead, he had 2 doubles high off the wall in left field. He was 2 for 4, 1 run scored, and as I said, 2 doubles. Steve Yeager knocked in the only Dodger run, 1 for 3. Walked once, struck out once. Bert Hooton, 0 for 3 with 2 Ks. Wall, the pitcher, just came in. He didn't get an at-bat. Hale was the pinch hitter, 0 for 1. So Lopes struck out 3 times, and Monday struck out 3 times. In total, Dodger batters struck out 12 times. Brought to you 11 times by Tom Seaver and once by Skip Lockwood. Dodgers had 35 at-bats, 1 run, 7 hits, 1 RBI, 3 walks, as I stated, 12 Ks. They had 2 doubles. They left 18 runners on base. The Dodgers committed 1 error. The Mets committed 2. Recap. Mets scored in the first on a John Stearns single, 1-0 lead. Dodgers failed to score in the third. They had a golden opportunity, but failed to score. 2 hits, a walk, and an error. They didn't score. In the fourth, the Mets scored 1 run on 2 hits, and that's the hit and run by Leo Foster, to which it was a fielder's choice, but that was the game-winning RBI because the Mets went up 2-0. Yeager, once again, the Dodgers blew an opportunity. No, they scored in the 6th on the Yeager single. Mets had 2 golden opportunities and didn't score in the 8th and 9th. Lenny Randle 3 for 4. Dusty Baker 2 for 4 with 2 doubles. Tom Seaver won the game. He's now 3-2. Skip Lockwood gets a save. That's his 4th. Bert Hooton, solid 8 2/3 inning. Tough luck loser. Drops to 1-2 on the season. Mets win 2-1. This is Al, Red Sox fan, saying thank you very much for watching. Big shout out to ID Jester in the chat. Thank you very much for stopping by. And remember to check out ID Jester's channel. That's all lowercase IDJESTER. He's doing a wonderful series on the adventure game, Diablo-like game, Grim Dawn. He's also played Diablo. And he invites people who are watching in the chat to join in and play. Not a lot of YouTubers do that. You can have a lot of fun with ID Jester. I'll be joining him soon once I get my bearings back in Grim Dawn. I played the game, and so remember to check ID Jester out. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like it, please hit the like button. Subscribe to ID Jester. We're small YouTube channels. We have a few of us who all band together, and we watch one another's stuff, and we're nice people. So We appreciate the likes, the hits, the subscribes, but most of all, at least for me, I'll speak for myself. Come back, watch it. I do a lot of sports retro stuff. I do some other games too. A lot of baseball, a lot of football, hockey, and boxing, and basketball. But it's baseball season, so I'm doing a lot of different baseball. Action PC baseball, Digital Diamond baseball, and out of the ballpark baseball. So, thank you very much. Health and happiness. Take care. Till next time. Bye-bye. See you soon. God bless.